For index equals 6 to list length minus 1, we are putting in variable current. A list index, we said the index is 6. So what is the value found on index 6? Is 11. So the variable current contains 11. And we put in pose the index, which is 6. Now we enter the loop while pose, which is 6 greater than 0, this condition is true. And a list pose minus 1, which is 6 minus 1, now it's 5. So the variable found in index 5 is 15. Is 15 greater than the current, which is 11? The condition is true. So we enter the loop while to switch the numbers. We are putting in a list pose, the pose is 6, so we are putting in index 6 the value found in index 5. From where did we get the 5? From a list pose minus 1, which is 6 minus 1 equal 5. The value found on index 5 is 15. So now 15 is found on index 6. And then we go to change the value of pose. Now it's pose minus 1, it's 6 minus 1. Now the pose is equal to 5. We re-enter the loop while pose, which is 5 greater than 0, this condition is true. And a list pose minus 1, which is 5 minus 1, it's equal to 4. What is the number found on index 4? It's 9. Is 9 greater than the current, that it's 11? This condition is false. So we end the while loop and we put in a list pose, which is 5, the current value, which is 11. So now this is the new list. Now we will go to next index. We will add the index 1. 6 plus 1, it's equal to 7. For index equals 7 to list length minus 1, we will enter the loop 4. We will put in variable current, a list index, which is 7. The value found on index 7 is 2. So the variable current contains 2. And we are putting in variable pose the new index, which is 7. Now we will go to loop while pose, which is 7 greater than 0, this condition is true. And a list pose minus 1, which is 7 minus 1, is 6. The variable found on index 6 is 15. Is 15 greater than the current, which is 2? This condition is correct. So we enter a loop while to switch the numbers. Now we will put in a list pose, which is 7. The value found on a list pose minus 1, which is 7 minus 1, it's 6. So the value which is found on index 6 is 15. We're putting it on index 7. Then we will change the pose is equal to pose minus 1, which is 7 minus 1. The pose now is 6. We go to loop while 6, which is pose greater than 0, the condition is true, and a list pose minus 1, 6 minus 1 equal 5. What is the number found on index 5? Is 11. So is 11 greater than the current, that is 2? The condition is true. We enter the loop while to switch the numbers. So we're putting in variable a list pose, which is 6. The value found on index 5, we get it from a list pose minus 1, it's 6 minus 1, it's 5. The value is 11. So in index 6, we have number 11 now. And we make pose equal pose minus 1. 6 minus 1 is 5. So the new value of variable pose is 5. Now this is the new list. While pose, which is 5 greater than 0, this condition is true. and a list 5 minus 1, which is 4. The value on index 4 is 9. Is 9 greater than the current that is 2? It's correct. We will put now on index 5, which is a list 5, equal the value found on index 4, which is 9. And then we will change the value of the variable pose by making pose equal 5 minus 1. Now the new value of pose is 4.